Algebraically. Okay. So we have two different methods that we can use. If they specify which method you have to use, I kind of said this yesterday, but you have to use that one. If they say, just choose any method, obviously you can pick whichever one you want. But these first ones say to use substitution. I'll let Shepard have this one.
8, 7.
All right, number 4, we have 3x plus y equals 16, and I have 2x minus 3y equals negative 4. So when I'm doing substitution, the first thing I want to do is get one of the variables by themselves, okay? Now, the way that I personally choose, and you don't have to do it this way, but the way I personally choose which one I'm going to do is if there's a variable that just has a 1 or a negative 1 in front of it, I get that one by itself. If you do it another way, that's fine. You're making your life harder.
Really?
So I'm going to get y by itself in this one. So that would give me y equals negative 3x plus 16.
That's what I got.
Good. I'm glad. So now I'm going to take this right here, and I'm going to plug it in for y in this other equation.
Oh! What? That's not what I
remember
did.
this.
I don't like
This
it.
is smart.
No, I like this. This
I
one's
don't
fun.
like it.
2x. I actually like substitution the least, but well, no, I like graphing the least. Then substitution, my favorite's elimination. But anyways, 2x minus 3 times negative 3x plus 16 equals negative 4. I distribute, so I have 2x plus 9x.
You got it.
No, you got it.
48.
Minus 48 equals negative 4. I need to get all the numbers on one side, x is on the other. So 11x equals 44. So x equals 4. So x equals 4. Now I take this and I plug it in. I go to this modified equation here because then y is already solved, y is already by itself. So then I have y equals negative 3 times 4 plus 16. So y is equal to 4. Now, how do I write my answer?
And ordered pair is 4, 4. Got you.
The ordered pair 4, 4. Just like we did yesterday, you can still check these if you want.
We already did so much.
I do recommend it, but
That took way too long.
So doesn't the system need to have like a little bracket thingy on both of them?
mm-mm.
Okay.
That's a piecewise function.
A piece
What sounds kind of dumb?
I will draw some brackets at some point when when we get to 3 equations, 3 unknowns, which is 3.4, which is everyone's least favorite section, but that's good.
Yeah, did the brackets do magic stuff? Bracket magic.
Not really, but sorta.
Oh, sort of.
8. Still substitution. 3x minus 4y equals negative 5. And negative x plus 3y equals negative 5.
We're going to do the bottom one because it only has a negative in front of it.
Yep, so that would be what I would suggest is to solve for the bottom one, solve for x. And so that would give me
X equals 3y plus 5.
negative x equals negative 3y minus 5, and then x equals 3y plus 5.
Yeah, I'm just bugging.
Now I take this, plug it in up here for x in the first equation. So 3 times 3y plus 5 minus 4y equals negative 5. So I get 9y plus 15 minus 4y equals negative 5.
So we have 5y
Equals
negative 1. Zach, what do you want?
Negative
20.
That's what he said.
I said -1.
It sounded like you said -1.
5y equals -20, so y equals
-4.
-4. Now I take this, come back, and plug it in for y in that first equation.
Thank you, Ryan.
Or, actually, it's going,
Thank you, Ryan.
it's going right here.
Sweet.
Okay, anyways. So x equals 3 times -4 plus 5. So x equals -7. So answer is -7, -4.
Whoa.
I'm so glad that we don't have to graph these.
Doesn't it sound really
You
loud?
tap the little
In your
bone
head.
behind your ears. It's really loud. Oh, I can hear it. I can hear it. Ew. Wait, right.
All right, 10.
So,
6x minus 3y equals 15. -2x plus y equals -5.
We're doing a bottom.
ooh. Plus 2x.
So y equals 2x minus 5. I take that, plugging it into the top one. Now, I will tell you, I don't normally like draw the little arrows and all that all over the paper when I'm doing it. I was just doing it to show you, so I'm not going to do it on this one. So I'm plugging in for y, so I have 6x minus 3 times 2x minus 5 equals 15.
Oh, it's weird.
What the?
So
Did the
6x
X's cancel?
minus 6x plus 15 equals 15.
It's a true statement. Does that mean
15
all real
equals
answers?
15, so what does that tell
All
me?
real answers. All real numbers.
Hold up.
Infinitely many solutions.
Infinitely many
Infinitely
solutions.
Dude, you should have helped me before I made a mistake.
Why though? Is it if it's?
Because it's a true statement.
Because it's a true statement. I gather you haven't done the notes yet.
I did do the notes. You wanna see? That's how to really disrespect.
That's very disrespectful.
Would it be in your best interest to verify that I have done my notes?
If it's a true statement, there are infinitely many
Shepard,
solutions.
guess who did
What
it?
if you got something like 0 equals 15?
That would be incorrect, and that would be false statement. No solution.
No solution.
Shepard, guess who did it?
All right, are we okay on substitution?
Yes.
Can I move on to elimination?
What? There's two.
Is it easier?
Yeah.
I personally prefer elimination.
I don't remember this one.
Can we try?
But-
Elimination is my favorite one.
More saying it.
Yeah, probably
You feel so
elimination
distant.
and then eliminate your classmates.
Okay, so now we are on to sometimes if my mom taught it to you, she may have called it combinations. Also, that's another name. When I learned it, it was called combinations, but the books now call it elimination. Same thing.
Anything that's in the postulate notebook your mom taught us.
I still have.
This would have been an Algebra 1 concept. You wouldn't have had a postulate book for. All right, elimination number 16. 4x minus 2y equals -16, and -3x plus 4y equals 12.
Thank you.
So typically, if a problem tells me I can choose either method, if there's a variable that's already by itself, I'll use substitution. If it's something like this where there's no variable by itself, it tells me I'm going to end up with fractions if I start doing stuff
Ew.
more than likely. So I'm going to use elimination. That's just my process. I also prefer elimination, like I said. So what I need to do is I need one of the variables to cancel or eliminate away. So I need to multiply one full equation by something to have a variable cancel.
7.
The
-2.
first one by
By the top
-2.
by 2.
By
Negative.
positive 2 because I need the numbers to be opposite. So these signs are already opposite. One's negative, one's positive. So I need to multiply by a positive. Now, you could eliminate the x's, but you're going to have to multiply both equations. I prefer to do it where I'm only doing it to 1. So I'm going to multiply this entire equation by 2. So then I have 8x minus 4y equals -32. And I usually just draw a line through that equation once I'm done with it. Because that way I don't have to worry about going back. Now, when we get down to a later step, if I wanted to plug back into that original equation that's up there, I would plug into the original because mathematically it will be easier. You don't have to. I don't care. I'm just saying, trying to give you the tricks to make it easy. So now I'm going to combine these two things here. So I would have 5x, that's a 0 now, equals negative 20. So x equals negative 4. Now I choose either equation, so you can either choose, and I always choose original like I said, you can either choose the top one or the bottom one. Which one do you want to plug it into?
Bottom one. That one's fine.
The bottom one. So negative 3 times negative 4 plus 4y equals 12. So it says 12 plus 4y equals 12. 4y equals 0, so y equals 0. Answers are still written as
Function or
an ordered pair, so negative 4, 0 is my answer.
No, it's not. Thank you.
This one's better because it's less work.
Sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. When we get to one where we have to multiply both equations, it's not necessarily less work.
Oh no. Can we do one of
This
those?
looks like a colt.
When I find one that is.
Okay, it is a colt.
18.
Oh, shit.
4x minus 3y equals 10. And 8x minus 6y equals 20. So notice in this one, the y's both have the same sign and the x's both have the same sign. So when I multiply, I'm going to need to multiply by a negative number, regardless of which one I picked. Y'all want to eliminate x or y?
X.
Both of them
Doesn't
at the
matter.
X.
same time.
So I'm multiplying the top equation by what?
2.
Negative 2.
Negative 2. So I'm going to have negative 8x plus 6y equals negative 20. Everything on the left is gone. Everything on the right is gone. I have a 0 equals 0. What does that mean?
Infinitely many solutions.
Whoa. Infinitely many solutions.
I think I'm ready for the homework.
Okay. Whatever you think. 22.
You say you didn't do the homework? There was no homework yesterday. I had a test.
No, we
did.
didn't.
No, you
Also
didn't.
Wednesday.
Get
But
home.
yeah, it's due
Oh,
Friday. because
yesterday was
Wednesday.
Yesterday was.
Wait,
You
there was
went to
homework?
youth group yesterday.
Yes, I did. When we finished the
No, I wasn't there. Sometime you were there.
Yes, we did.
I didn't know it was there.
I wasn't there.
Next question.
Because you were supposed to.
All right. 7x plus 2y equals 11 and negative 2x plus 3y equals 29.
What? This is a multiple.
So
multiplication.
there's nothing that I see immediately that I can multiply, just one equation by to get it to the other one without dealing with fractions, and that's just
Multiply the
not something I
first
want to
one
do.
By 3 and the second one by negative 2.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Yep, we can do it that way.
Or do a backflip.
So, and that's something like good that you notice. There might be other things you can multiply it by, but it's always going to work if you multiply the top one by whatever's in the bottom and the bottom one by whatever's in the top. So
Yeah.
you said you wanted to do positive 3 and negative 2.
Yes.
So I'm going to have to rewrite both equations. So I'm going to have 21x plus 6y equals 33. And then 4x minus 6y equals, what's that,
Negative 58.
58, negative 58. I was like trying to do like 30 times 2 and then take away 2, and I was about to say 48, and I was like, I know that's not right. All right, so then once I've done that, I can combine them. So 25x equals, what's that, negative 25?
Yeah.
So x equals negative 1. And the reason, if you're wondering why I always circle like x equals and y equals, you don't have to do that. I do that so I don't lose it when I have a bunch of stuff going on, because when I get to 3 equations, 3 unknowns, I tend to start to lose things, so I want to make sure I know where it is. So plug it in, I get, and I plug into the original. Y'all do that while I'm, 1 second. I don't care which one you plug it into. You can plug it into either, but solve that out for a while I do this.
Please
What?
Okay. You're good.
I know.
Did I order nets? We already got them in, I think.
My mom works here.
Does it have my name on it? Does it say it's a net?
Do it.
Zach, are you
Okay,
going
Zach.
home?
No.
Then why?
I just saying please.
That's not you.
How does he answer? She could be
I
talking.
know.
They could be using code words.
Is it like a long skinny box that looks like a bit like the box like the banners come in? Because that's what the one that the volleyball nets came in.
It's okay.
Okay. Thanks. Bye.
Your locker?
All right. What did we get? Y is
9.
Did Miss Greer take the baby powder? Yes.
Yes.
Good thing it wasn't baby one. Because they put it all in my locker.
so negative 1 9 is the ordered pair. All right. The next one say use any method. So
Substitution tastes better for me.
Yeah, it takes a lot less work.
Actually, it takes
Not
probably
really.
more work even if you have fractions, but like.
But it makes more sense.
Come on, Jenny. You
I
got
think it
it.
depends though. 'Cause, like on that one, I probably would
I
have
don't-
used substitution.
I don't
It was like
like that.
stupid.
That one makes
I'm all the
me
way
feel
over
weird.
here.
I would have never used substitution on this problem.
Never, ever, ever.
No.
Ever.
Because you're going to have fractions, and those are going to be miserable fractions.
We all have one.
All right, number 28. 3x plus 2y equals 11, and 4x plus y equals negative 2.
I used to listen.
What method do y'all want to use on this
2.
one?
The first one.
Substitution.
Substitution. What are we going to do?
We're going to take out the y. I
We're
mean,
gonna get y
yeah,
in
y
second
by
equation by
itself.
itself.
And when I do that, what do I get?
Y
Yeah,
equals
y
negative
equals
4x
4x
minus 2.
minus 2.
Then 3x plus 8x.
That was not at all like
What?
insane.
Okay, plugging this into the top equation. 3x plus 2 times negative 4x minus 2 equals 11. 3x minus 8x plus, nope, minus 4
Can't speak.
equals 11. Now what?
Negative
Negative
5x
5x.
equals 7. Did I do that right?
No. 15.
No.
It's 15. check
Oh.
that.
Never mind.
15.
I was gonna see if he was gonna catch it. I was like, that doesn't make sense.
We got so many.
He made the mistake.
But you wrote it.
Yeah, I was gonna see if he was gonna catch it.
I did. I just saw a minus sign, so I subtracted.
So x is
6.
Negative 3.
Negative
Negative
3.
negative
I was gonna say
3.
you're incorrect.
Plug it in. Y equals negative 4 times negative 3 minus
10.
2.
10.
What?
She at 10.
Oh, yeah, that's what I got.
Why you're 10 years old.
So ordered pair, negative 3, 10.
Okay.
Okay, we ready for homework.
No, we're not.
Yeah, I
Yes, we
understand all
are.
of this
I think
completely.
we can do it.
I believe we can do this.
One more. 36.
I'm a winner.
Don't do it.
No, you have to do it, right?
We have to.
4x minus 3y equals 8. And negative 8x plus 6y equals 16.
I got it. We should do, let me think, eliminate.
Yeah, we should multiply the top by
Elimination.
2.
Yep, I would do elimination, and the signs are offset. Doesn't matter which variable you pick. We're going to multiply by 2. So I get 8x minus 6y equals 16.
0 equals 0.
No, it's 0 equals 32, which is not
Oh, 32,
enough.
yeah.
answer.
0
No
equals 32,
Negative.
which is inconsistent.
We're still doing that.
No solution.
Do you absolutely want us to put inconsistent?
As long as you put no solution, that's fine.
Okay. But if it's all the solutions.
These ones didn't say we had to put this stuff. If it was like the other section, or if I tell you that you have to do that, because I may. Sometimes I like, when I let you choose any method, I will say, and tell if it's blah, 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 blah. So that'll kind of tie in from what we were doing yesterday. Okay.
One more.
No.
No.
Zach?
E.
Zach, you.
Zach Spears.
Ryan, you're the oldest in the room. Actually, no,
He is.
I've been the oldest student in this
you're not. No, you're not.
Just because I
Yeah.
don't,
You're not-
I'm still oldest regardless
You're not
of what
the
the number
oldest in
is.
the room, Ryan.
It just happened to be when I turned it.
Ryan, you're not the oldest.
It's not age, Ryan.
Why?
I was your age. I said the teacher.
All right, there's your problems. 5, 9, 17, 21, 29, 31, and 35.
Wow.